Insanity, insanity, whatever happened to humanity? Ooh.
What's up, guys? TCT here. Yeah, I'm not in 100% today. I'm a little sick. Well, a little is really cutting it. I have a fever. Yeah, I'm fine though. I got a slight flu that I'm really trying to shake off. Y'all should have seen me a few days before. I was really messed up. But I have enough energy to do this review. I'm trying my best to push this stuff out there for you guys. I love you guys more than I love my own body, and that's not a good thing. So please use me in your own discretion possible. That is only necessary. No pause on that method. Anyway, we're off to a bad start here. Black Lagoon, Roberta's Blood Trail is a continuation to the original series that is made by Madhouse Entertainment and Funimation. After the assassination of her superior by the U.S. Secret Service, Roberta returns to the city in search of vengeance and his killer's head. I remember watching this OVA right after I watched the original series in 2006, but I don't remember how the whole OVA was for some reason. And by me watching it now, I know why. Now, to be fair, this OVA is good, and it is entertaining in a way, but man, shockingly and disappointingly speaking, this anime is rough around some edges. It breaks my heart to say this, but it needs to be mentioned. The anime picks up at a very fast pace. The anime actually starts off right when Roberta loses her superior when he gets assassinated, and she already is out seeking vengeance, and I thought that was great. I thought by the enough pacing of the dialogue of all these characters that was in the original series, what more can you add on to the OVA that we have missed? Now, of course, you're going to add some little nitpick things to add more gravitation, but by this being based on Roberta Garcia and other newcomers onto the project that's going to help us understand Roberta's situation, what more can you add so we can be more filled in? It has to be about Roberta's story, which kind of made me feel disappointed because they decided to add more filler, add more dialogue, add more chemistry towards the Lagoon company, towards Revy, towards Rock, towards Benny, and towards Dutch. And it's like, how much more can you add on to this? To the point where it was beginning to feel annoying at times. Now, don't get me wrong, I understand, I get it. It was up to them to try to track down Roberta and try to figure out what's her new assigned target before they end up finding them dead. And it was actually disappointing because I feel like they should have added more time to Roberta assaulting these kills, finding these assigned targets, figuring out what was going on in her head as she was taking these medications so she can stay further intact of reality instead of losing it whenever she was beginning to lose her shit, whenever she was beginning to like kill other people to figure out if it was real, if it was not real. I was barely understanding her character because it was more focused on Revy and Rock trying to track her down. It should have been more focused on opposite angles of the pacing of character variations. I'm gonna take it like this, for example. Take John Wick, for example. When John Wick lost his dog, it was more focused on him building up his whole progressive scale of him being the boogeyman and killing off the people. And there was less focus on them trying to track down John Wick. It was like they was more focused on John Wick's character of killing these people, then these people try to track him down. With Black Lagoon, Roberta's Blood Trail is the exact opposite. You're going to barely see Roberta do these kills. You're going to barely see Roberta do these these interrogations. I'm so sorry. I'm sick right now. I have a fever of 109. I am trying my best, so please bear with me. But back to what I was saying. You're going to see most of these things get cut off to Roberta's character to the point where you're not going to really feel the fear aspect of a character at all. You're going to feel more about them trying to track her down. And it was more of a letdown in my opinion because when they show scenes of Roberta being serious, being more psychotic, being more agile, being more hostile, I just felt like she was basically what she is, a bloodhound, but I didn't feel no fear interrogation of her character at all. And I know people that love Roberta's character are maybe mad of what I'm saying, but you guys should be on my side on this, because by y'all liking Roberta's character so much, y'all have to admit that they have shown more about the downside of these kids trying to track her down than you feel any attachment of her being a badass in the first place, other than her being a freaking Colombian bitch in a maid outfit. And honestly, this kind of makes me feel like this is all she was. They show certain backstories of her when she was the bloodhound and when she was doing certain kills, but it was just a snap and that was it. I had to literally be careful of not taking my head away from the screen, otherwise I will miss a very important segment of her character being mentioned into the project. Now, to be fair, they have added more dialogue to Garcia's character that I was beginning to grow more attachment to, and I thought that was necessary because when he tried to join the Lagoon company to make sure that she was not apprehended dead and make sure that she was alive, they added more into Garcia and Roberta's story to make it more attachable. Not relatable, but make it more attached to the point where we did understand why he did want her alive in the first place, other than her just being a maid that protects them. And then they got Fabiola's character as well, and she kind of falls into that same little disappointment category as Roberta because she comes from this rough past propaganda that they have mentioned in the beginning of the project, and they don't show enough for you to feel it either. This is what I feel like they should have done. They should have, like, because they have like, what, 5 or 6 episodes of this OVA. They should have focused 3 episodes on the pacing of these new characters, Garcia and Fabiola's character, as they was beginning to grow attachment, as they was beginning to try to track down Roberta, when they was beginning to show how Roberta was apprehending and torturing and killing these people to apprehend and find the main person that was involved in the killing of her superior, and then spend the other 3 episodes of showing us her full disclosure of her losing her shit, which is what they have done, but they have failed with the pacing of us being intertwined with the characters in the wrong manner of Revy and the other characters in the Lagoon company. Pacing matters in this anime. It does. And the reason why I'm saying that is because you have given us a very good project, which is the Black Lagoon original OVA series. And by you giving us a Roberta's Blood Trail, why would you give us more pacing of the original Lagoon company to begin with? Now, to be fair here, they have shown us some pretty shocking moments, especially when it comes to Revy's past of how she lived her life that was kind of not mentioned in the original series. But again, if y'all really felt like that was a little left out in the original series, that's y'all fault. Y'all should have kept it. Y'all should have put it in the original series. Don't put it into a project that has nothing to do with Roberta's story. That's like Krillin finally making his own Dragon Ball Z spin-off film, and all of a sudden Goku just breaks hell and just turns into a new Super Saiyan transformation that we've never heard of that has nothing to do with Krillin at all. It may seem nice, but again, we didn't come here to see Goku. We didn't come here to see Revy. We came here to see Roberta. We came here to see her story, which they kind of have given us more of a satisfying gesture by the end of the project. And this is why I was very mad, because they have shown a tremendous big kill count by the end of the whole project, where she was killing off people left and right by her having her back against the wall. Her meds was beginning to kick in. She was beginning to lose all sanity. She lost contact of what was real, what was fiction, what was fake, what was not, who was an enemy, who was a friend or whatever. And she was just literally just going AWOL. I was surprised of just how much shit they have shown by the end of the whole project. But that's the reason why I got so mad, because you would think the whole project would be based on this whole activity. I feel like by the end of the day, an anime like this could have been a lot better if it was based on the whole productivity of what you are showing and what you are teasing us. And a lot of animes, to be fair, do things like this. When they make a project or when they make a series based on a character that has gotten a lot of fan service, and they don't know how to squeeze off that fan service to make people like them even more. But with Roberta's Blood Trail, it's pretty simple. It's pretty simple. All you gotta do is just go based on to her characteristics of how she was in the military, how she was as a war veteran, and then bring her up to how she is now to grow the attachment to how she is in the beginning stage of the whole of the whole series franchise to begin with. But it's just, at the end of the day, to be fair, some people was even telling me this too. They kind of was going to go that route, but by this anime going closer to this generation of woke culture and censorship, which I kind of don't believe, because there was a lot of worse animes that came out after Roberta's Blood Trail. But if that was the case, man, I just feel like this could have been way more than it anticipated. I'm gonna have to give Black Lagoon Roberta's Blood Trail a C-. It's a major disappointment, I know, and I know people may disagree with my rating, but again, just bear with me. I feel like when it comes to animes like this, especially when it left me with such good praise with the Black Lagoon series, I was expecting this to be a mind-blowing OVA. Maybe that was it. Maybe my expectation was way too fucking high, but I highly doubt that Roberta's Blood Trail is better than the original series. You can at least give me credit on that. What if I told you guys I got 2 more videos I need to finish? Yeah, I got a long way to go before I lay back down and get some sleep. But until then, that's all I have to say for today. Please stay tuned for upcoming videos and reviews headed your way. I'm trying to keep my nod to gear on point. This is Hugo, your critic teacher. You guys have a good day.